What's up, everybody? Welcome to Blow the Whistle, the place where we don't just talk about the game, we blow the whistle. If you're new here, let me set the tone. This is where sports, culture, and keeping it real collide. No hot takes just for clicks, no fake outrage, just honest opinions, laughs, and a whole lot of love for the game. This is a father and son armchair quarterbacking podcast. 2 generations, 1 mic, and 0 filter. We're not claiming to have all the answers, but we do have opinions. Sit back, lock in, and enjoy the conversation. And if something doesn't smell right, or if the take is a little too over the top, you already know what to do. Blow the whistle. Welcome back to Blow the Whistle. Last weekend, the NFL stopped being entertainment and turned into judgment. All season, teams talked about culture, about grit, about being built for January. And January answered. Championship Sunday stripped everything down. Playbooks got thinner, moments got heavier, and every snap carried a legacy. 4 teams believed, only 2 survived. Because talent gets you there, but toughness decides who moves on. 1 throw changed careers. 1 mistake ended seasons. And 1 stop drew the line between confetti and silence. Now the verdict's in. The Super Bowl belongs to the teams that didn't flinch. So, let's blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
All right, the first game we're going to talk about is the Seahawks versus the Rams. And the Seahawks win 31-27. Stats-wise, Sam Darnold threw for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jackson Smith-Njigba had 10 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown, which is the 2nd most receiving yards in a Seahawks playoff game. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford threw for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. However, there were some crucial errors and some decisions that hurt the Rams late in the 4th quarter. So, Dad, your prediction was that the Rams would win, and the Rams fell short. So, what went wrong with the Rams?
Well, I mean, the Rams still, I believe, played a good game. The Rams still scored 27 points. A little shy, 3 points shy, pretty much 3 to 4 points shy of what their average was. I don't want to discredit the Seahawks, so I don't want to say what did the Rams do wrong as much as what did the Seahawks do right. Because the Seahawks were clicking.
Yeah.
I mean, offensively, defensively, they were clicking. Sam Darnold, 346, 3 touchdowns. He had 127.8 passer rating. I mean, you can't, shake a stick at that. Now, their defense, man, look, Seattle defense for real.
Oh, yeah.
They are for real. And the Rams, did you know that the Rams converted on just 1 of 8 on 3rd downs? 1 of 8 on 3rd downs.
I did not know that.
That was shocking. While Seattle had 7 of 13.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
That is. I mean, not only that, I think what really sealed it was there was a point in time that the Rams had the momentum in that game.
Yes.
You could feel it. Stafford was just clicking. Boom, boom, boom. And they scored. Then they got the Seahawks in a position where they had to punt. And what happened? Oh my goodness. Xavier Smith.
Yes.
Catching the ball on his back.
Yeah. He stumbled and tripped.
That gave Seattle the momentum back.
Yeah.
That was a special teams blunder that was hard, man, and also, even then, the Rams still had a chance. They went down, but really put that last nail in that coffin was when they went for it it was 4th and 4 on the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
And I don't know who drew that play up. I don't know why that play was ran, but I just know that either, and we have to go back and look at this. I don't know if Seattle had good coverage on Puka and good coverage on Adams.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way I'm going to, you know the dude, what's his name again?
Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson. There's just no way. I'm not discrediting Terrence Ferguson, not at all. I'm just simply saying that I would say it was those two things I thought that really sealed it for the Rams.
Yeah. And another play, or I guess thing that affected the game, or could have affected the game in a bad way for the Seahawks, was when they were going up for it on third down. Matthew Stafford tries to throw it to Puka Nacua, but Reek Woolen deflects it. And I thought the Rams were about to punt again.
Oh, yeah.
Reek Woolen does an unsportsmanlike
Yes.
conduct. And next play, Matthew Stafford throws the Puka Nacua, shoulder side to the sideline, and it was on Reek Woolen as well. And they got a touchdown because of that. And it was 31-27. And I was thinking, like, if the Rams win that game and I'm the general manager of the Seahawks, I would consider having a talk. I mean, this is the NFC Championship game. This is a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And you can't be doing stuff like that. That gives the opponent 15 yards and they score. They have a potential to win it.
And they scored on the first play that they got it back.
Yes.
And I'm telling you now, you're kind. If they would have lost that game because of him, I'm telling you right now, soon as he would have tried to go into the locker room, hold on there, Tiger. Undress right here. You're not going in that locker room. Take all your stuff off and I'll bring you your clothes. You're not going in my locker room. The most bonehead thing. I get it. When you do something good, you want to hype up, you want to talk. But this is the NFC Championship game. You can't come out like this. You can't come out like that. Everything is under scrutiny when you're talking about the NFC Championship game. And I don't know if the coaches didn't tell their players, like, look, this is a heated rivalry. Don't put yourself and don't put your team in a position to have us lose this game. Because I'm telling you, if I was a coach and we lost that game, I'm telling you right now, he would have got undressed in a different locker room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then I'd have been like, show up tomorrow at work. Matter of fact, don't even come on the premise. You know where I want you at? I'll meet you at Waffle House to let you know it's over. I'll figure it out. I don't know what your contract look like, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So we talked about what happened to the Rams, but it seemed like everything worked for the Seahawks.
Man.
Sam Darnold looking good. Jackson Smith-Njigba looking good. Matter of fact, his first half with 115 receiving yards, that is one of the best half performances in conference championship history.
Yes, it was.
And he's showing everyone why he has the most yards. 1,700 yards is nothing to laugh at, especially in the regular season. It is difficult too. And hey, he put on display why he's potentially going to win Offensive Player of the Year. Sam Darnold looking good, and he silenced everyone. He's like, all right, you don't think I can win? I'll win, and goes to the Super Bowl. If he wins the Super Bowl, no one can say. Actually, even if he doesn't, no one can say anything.
I don't want to hear nothing about no more about Sam Darnold. No more. Because this is what I do know. Sam Darnold, he ain't auditioning anymore.
No.
He ain't doing that. He clocked in.
Yes.
Because in that game, he was flawless. He was flawless. I will say this about JSN. This boy was moving like he already knew what the defense was doing.
Hey.
I'm like, he's like, oh, I know what the defense. As soon as he lined up, I know what they're doing. That man was separating from people like he was personal.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you can't guard what you can't see.
No.
That boy was like wide open. And then when he wasn't open, you know what he was doing? Boy was making tough catches, boy.
Yes. That one
Man.
with like 38 seconds left in the second quarter, when Sam Darnold threw it deep. Hey.
And you know what, man? I'm telling you, I'm not for sure if that boy run routes. I don't know if he run routes. Because he seemed like he always open. He solved coverages.
Yeah.
That's what he does, man. Like, man, every catch that he did, it seemed like it cost the defense something every time. You notice that every time he touched the ball or caught it cost the defense something.
Yes. It did.
And I mean, not just something small, big. And I was just like, man, it was like you couldn't, hey, man, like Muhammad Ali said, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rumble, young man, rumble. That's what this kid did. But Sam Darnold, I got to give it to him, man.
Yeah.
Sam was impressive from start. And you know, I know there was a lot of people just waiting for the downfall. I knew they were waiting for him to fall off a cliff. But he didn't, man. And that's impressive. I will give it to Sam, man. He played well. You know, a journeyman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's just like this playoff hero this year. And I got to take my hat off to him. I mean, he finished with the higher passer rating than Stafford in this game. And Stafford is your MVP probably this year.
Yes, he is. 100%
So,
he is.
I mean, leading the Seahawks to their first NFC title since 2014. Yeah, bro. I'm going to give it to Sam. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sleeping on him no more. That's for darn sure. However, the Rams outgained Seattle in total offense.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And the Rams are the number one when it comes to total offense. But I'm going to say it again. Just because you're number one in total offense does not mean you're the most explosive. The Seahawks today showed they're more explosive. And mind you, they're not even in the top 5 in passing or rushing or any of that. They're in the bottom top 10. And they showed everyone that they're the top 5 offense.
Yeah. And you know what was interesting too? But in the playoff games decided by 7 points or fewer, McVay led teams historically dropped sharply in success rating.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, by 7 points or fewer, they don't do well. When the game became third down, red zone, and clock, no highlights. I mean, Seattle, they just kept improving.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout, you know. And it just seemed like every time the Rams would get ahead, Seattle just did something. And typically it started with JSN.
Yep.
And Sam Darnold. So, you know what was very interesting about this game? It started off with this whole game offensively was really about Stafford, Puka, Darnold, and JSN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And whoever looked good. Don't get me wrong, Puka looked good.
Yeah.
But JSN looked amazing. Him and Darnold looked amazing. So, yeah, man, that was good. And there was some other stuff that I had in here. Seattle ranked middle of the league in total sacks, but near the top in pressures without pressure rates without blitzing. So their four men, their four front,
Yeah.
they get there, man. And so, and what that allows them to do is, hey, man, if we can put pressure on them, we can use those extra people in the back guarding coverage.
Yeah.
And that's what they did, man. So hats off to them. I don't know, man. But
Yeah. And despite losing, I still do think, because I've been hearing a lot of talk, a lot of nonsense. Oh, Matthew Stafford's not going to make the Hall of Fame because of this. Matthew Stafford, when he won in 2021, cemented himself as a Hall of Famer. And ever since he's been with the Rams, except for that year after the Super Bowl, he's basically been winning. He's going to these playoff games and he's winning. Now, he hasn't made it to the Super Bowl since 2021, but it doesn't matter. When you're someone like Stafford that can basically always be comfortable, can always thrive in any environment, that's an advantage that you have as a team. And yes, I do think Matthew Stafford is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Yes, I do think Matthew Stafford is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And look, you can compare rings or anything. Stafford has been one of the most consistent quarterbacks we have seen since Tom Brady, since Drew Brees, since Patrick Mahomes, since you guys like to put him out there.
man, look, if Stafford don't get into the Hall of Fame, and I venture to say, if we're just going by number of years of what he did in the number of years and take into consideration that he was in Detroit, he's a first ballot.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford has a Super Bowl. He's an MVP. And he constantly performs every year. Constantly.
Yeah.
So
And it's not like he's struggling. Look at the stats. His stats have been consistent. He's still in that 8 to 10 interception ratio, which for a quarterback of that caliber, is pretty good.
yep.
Yeah. But the last thing I have to say, confetti does not fall for effort, but it falls for execution. And the Seahawks executed in every single part of that game.
Yes.
They deserved it. They played like they wanted to go to the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say about this game.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
All right. So the last game we're going to talk about is the Patriots versus the Broncos. Patriots win 10-7. Stats wise, Patriots only had 86 passing yards. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But Drake May ran it for 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Broncos, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception from Jarrett Stidham. And this game was, it was like watching paint dry. Nothing was happening. And to be honest, I thought Jarrett Stidham, when in the first quarter, I thought he was starting to rev up. He was starting to get hot. He threw that good long pass to Marvin Mims, got a touchdown quick, and the defense were doing the thing. They were stopping the Patriots, and it was 7-0, fourth quarter. But there is one thing, or one play, that changed the momentum of the game. And it was when they went for it on 4th and 1, instead of kicking that field goal to go up by 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that, Patriots go back, score. And then they wait a little bit, fourth quarter, get a field goal. And then Jarrett Stidham trying to do too much. He was getting rushed. He threw an interception.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that when I look at the stats of this, Yeah, this is a boring game, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that it was snowing. However, I'm with you. The interesting thing about this game was that it was a good defensive game. The Broncos had too many mistakes. One, the 4th and 1 inside the 10 or around the 10. Like you said, they should have kicked that field goal and went 10 yards. Another thing, Stidham, that crazy rush, that crazy fumble he did,
Yes.
and he kind of shoved it, and it was a backwards pass. They recovered it, and they're lucky they blew the whistle because that would have been a touchdown. That hurt. The missed field goal. There's another missed field goal right before the half that they messed up on. Right? They could have had that. Then there was the blocked field goal, and there was that late interception that I'm not for sure Stidham should have even thrown that pass like that. He was double covered. He could have probably took out running on his right side. But I will say that the majority, overwhelmingly, that I thought, and I still think Sean Payton did cook up a good offense for Stidham to run. But I think that the Broncos couldn't overcome all of Stidham's mistakes, if you really think about it. Because he missed some throws. He has some throws that I know he wants back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, especially that one where he kind of like shoveled it out instead of actually like slinging it.
He wanted that back. So, yeah. And interestingly, do you know that Drake May only had 86 yards passing?
Yeah. But
I mean, it was like, you know what, man? It was like a slow leak. It's like a tire that has a slow leak. You don't really, Denver really didn't know what was, that leak was just like, until it was too late and the tire was flat. That's what it reminded me of. It was just like this slow leak, but hey, man.
And we saw the same thing when the Patriots went up against Texans. Texans defense, amazing. Broncos defense was amazing this game. But then that offense, your defense won't score all your points. Your offense needs to score points. Could have at least got another touchdown. Could have at least got another field goal, bringing it to overtime. Matter of fact, there was 4 missed field goals in this game, and I think that's most in a postseason game. And that's a problem.
Yeah. And I will say this about the Patriots. This is actually historical. New England finished undefeated on the road, 9-0 this season. They won every game on the road.
Man.
So they are built to travel.
Yeah.
They're built to travel. And I'm not going to sit up here and just say, Seattle, even though I believe, Seattle has the edge, I ain't going to just give it to Seattle, because this defense can travel and cause some havoc. We're talking about Mike Vrabel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
With them. But like you said, this is a boring game. I don't like games like this. It was like, I get it that the snow played a factor in it, but
Yeah, this is a conference championship game.
oh my goodness, this game was so boring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was just like,
I would have just had a better time sitting down watching The Young and the Restless, a soap opera, than watching this game. And the only reason why I stood here for this whole game is so we can do this podcast. I keep it 100. I keep it real. This game was like, I would have turned this thing off a long time ago. So, but, oh well.
Yeah. But facts-wise, this is New England's 12th Super Bowl appearance compared to Seahawks' 4th appearance. And Patriots was the Seahawks. We're in California, Levi Stadium. Prediction-wise, I'm going to Seahawks. I'm going to Seahawks, and I think the Seahawks are going to blow out the Patriots. That's what I'm going with.
Bro, hold on. You saying the Seahawks will blow out the Patriots? What we talking? When you say blow out, what we talking about?
Okay, time out. At least win by 2 scores. It's not. I don't think it's going to be that close.
That's convincingly. That's convincing.
That close, because when I look at the Patriots, the 2 games, Texans versus Broncos, they struggled horribly against top 5 defenses. And guess what? Seattle only allows 17.4 points per game. Have one of the best scoring defenses. Can pressure with 4 people. 4 D linemen. The rest goes in the coverage. That's the problem when you go up against Seahawks. Because they don't have to blitz another person or blitz another linebacker just to get that pressure. They automatically get the pressure, whether it comes from DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams, any of them. Because that defensive line, yeah, it might not be the best, but that defensive line got experience when it comes to Leonard Williams and DeMarcus Lawrence. Because they know how to get to that quarterback. And if the Patriots don't find a way to stop those 4, it's going to be a problem.
Well, listen. This is what I know. I give Seattle the edge. But look here, man. Sam Darnold, he got to the Super Bowl. Congrats. He still need to win this thing. And there are going to be a lot of people who have the Patriots leading or the Patriots edging out because he's the quarterback. Now, this is what I will say. If they want to bring home that trophy, JSN or Sam Darnold better be the MVP of that game.
Yeah. Right. If JSN carries that team, this is what he should do. He should go to the owner and be like, hey, I got 200 yards. Give me the Super Bowl. Give me the Lombardi trophy. I'm putting that in my house. Because when you look at all these games, JSN has been the heart and soul of that Seahawks offense. And it's going to revolve around if Sam Darnold and JSN are on point, and if Drake May and the Patriots offense can stop that Seahawks defense. Because Drake May against the Texans, he had 5 fumbles. And that's a problem. And when you're going up against a defense that's better than the Texans, that is one of the best scoring defense in the league, that's going to be a problem.
I mean, I don't think Drake May is going to be able to do much on this defense, especially when you can be able to rush 4. I think where they're going to have to rely on is definitely running the ball and, getting them to commit up or whatnot. But here's my thing. JSN, Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba. Hey, man, I'm going to get your name right one of these days, bro. Trust me. And he from Dallas, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen. I can't say enough about how good this dude is. Do you know that this dude separate like it's in his contract?
Yeah.
I'm for real, man. This dude is like, he's up there in such a short time with some of the best. I mean, I can't even explain it. He was always open this last game, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is this guy wide open? And then when he's not open, you know what he's doing? He on the sideline like this.
Yeah.
Bringing it in.
One hand catching
One hand and catching, like laying down, catching one hand. Man, come on, man. I mean, this dude don't guess. He know.
Yeah.
That's what makes him so good. I mean, bruh, The boy, if you blink, bro already caught the ball on you.
Yep. Yes. And I'll say he got into the Seahawks team perfectly. Last year he was a rookie. He had DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, veteran. And then when those two left and Geno Smith left, they brought in Sam Darnold. Not the best guy, but a guy that can give JSN the ball whenever he wants. 1,700 yards. Been balling out. And if he does the same thing he did against the Rams, Super Bowl MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, best wide receiver in the league. Always explosive. And that's the problem with the Seahawks team. Him and Rashid Shaheed.
Bro, listen to me. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done with this. You have to be legit. Two things can't be right at the same time. But going in this season, we didn't think Sam Darnold was what he's going to be, right?
Yeah, we were not.
This man, JSN, had over 1,700 yards.
Yes.
This boy's routes have GPS on them. And Sam Darnold was the one getting him the ball.
Yeah.
So guess what? That's legit. I don't even know how you can take a journeyman that we all, I don't care what nobody say, we all pushed aside.
Yeah.
Can come in, throw this man 1,700 yards. And man, look, I'm sold. It's almost like destiny right now. And I ain't talking about that game you play either. It's almost like destiny for the Seahawks and Sam Darnold, man. And that's why, the more I think about it, that's why I'm riding with them, man.
Yeah.
This dude, when it comes to Sam Darnold dropping back and throwing the ball to JSN, man, the defenders, they're like, bruh, they chasing ghosts, man. They're chasing ghosts. That boy's like a convenience store. Always open, ready to give gas.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
You know what? That go to show you how boring that darn Broncos and Patriots
Yeah,
game is. We talked about it and then we jump back.
That's what I'm saying.
Jump back over.
Last thing about Sam Darnold. This is the same Sam Darnold who, in his rookie year, 2,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. This year, 4,000 yards, 25 and 14. And look, I dare you to say anything you want about Sam Darnold. He's the man. If he wins, you guys need it. Everyone needs to zip it. Zip it and throw the key away. Sam Darnold has earned it, regardless. Look, regardless if he wins or lose, I think Sam Darnold deserved that he is a top 10 quarterback.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
All right, next thing we're going to talk about is that the Steelers signed Mike McCarthy as their head coach. Now, statistically and his coaching record, Mike McCarthy is 174, 112, and 2 among his entire career. He has won the Super Bowl in 2010, and he had the longest and most successful portion of his head coaching career in Green Bay from 2006 to 2018. When he was with the Cowboys in 2020 to 2024, he posted a 49-35 record over 5 seasons and reached the playoffs 3 consecutive times, 2021 to 2023. Now, this hire is kind of confusing to me, just a little bit, because he didn't coach this year, and I'm just wondering, is he going to be the right fit for the Steelers? Because the Steelers, Mike Tomlin has stepped down. And, I think Mike McCarthy could fill in that role, especially when him and Aaron Rodgers come back and that chemistry. I do feel like there's going to be some production and success happening.
I don't understand the pick at all. This higher. I really don't understand it. For the simple fact, if you look at the Steelers' history, they always start off young, and they commit to coaches. I mean, you can go back to the beginning. The Steelers do not have that many coaches in their history.
This will be their fourth
Yeah.
with Mike McCarthy.
Chuck Noll was there forever. And then Bill Cowher, young. They got Bill when he was young. Bill stayed there for a long time. Super Bowl. You got Tomlin. They hired him young. Got you a couple of Super Bowls. But Mike McCarthy's old. And I'm confused by that. Like, this almost sounds like the Rooneys is like, hey, look, man, we're not in this for a rebuild. We got to win now. And it's almost like a sense of urgency. I mean, because look, let's be honest. Mike McCarthy knows offenses. I'm going to give it to him on that. He can do really well. And the regular season is not McCarthy's problem. Because even in Dallas, I mean, 3 consecutive years of, 12?
12, 11 wins.
Yeah, 11, 12 wins and stuff like that. He's going to get production. It's the bonehead, mistakes, the mental breakdown in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because if you go back and look at, I would venture to say probably at least 90% of his games in the playoffs, with the exception of 2010 when they won the Super Bowl, there is always something that you can go to, like a mental lapse with him and his teams. That is just kind of mind-boggling. And I was just reading this, that I didn't realize, I mean, after that Super Bowl, his playoff record is 6-8. You know, that's a little different. You know, I mean, when we think of Mike McCarthy, we think of, we think of something serious.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh man, he's a really good coach. But I think in this day and era, these coaches are now young. It's the young man's game. Mike McDonald with Seattle.
Yeah.
Right? You look at D'Amico Ryans with the Texans.
Yeah.
These are all young coaches, man. McVay, he's young.
Yeah.
I mean, the oldest one out of the 4 in the championship games was Sean Payton.
Yeah, him and McDermott.
But who were the other teams that was in the playoffs? They're young. I mean, those coaches were
David Canales, Nick
Yeah.
Sirianni.
So when you look at the coaches that were in the playoffs, right? Those coaches were young,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the Rams have a young coach. The Panthers made the playoffs. They have a young coach.
Yeah.
The 49ers have a young coach.
Kyle Shanahan.
The Eagles have a young coach. The Packers have a young coach. The Bears have a young coach. The Texans. The Steelers had an older guy, but he started there young, right?
Yeah.
The Bills, McDermott.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an old head. Jacksonville has a young coach.
Yeah, in his first year.
Yeah. The Chargers, okay, he's an older coach. And the Patriots. Vrabel's kind of like in the middle, but this proof, man, this is a young man's game.
Yeah. There's no more of like the old wisdom type of coaches. But the problem for me is how much he underperforms in the postseason.
Yes.
And those 2021 and 2023 as the Cowboys, they have lost to the Green Bay Packers and the 49ers twice in the wild card. And that's a problem. Look, I get there are some factors in the postseason, but still, it's basically nothing if you go regular season 12 wins, 5 losses, and you go in the wild card and you get blown out by the Green Bay Packers, or you lose 3 times in a row in the wild card, not even advancing. It makes no sense. And that's a problem I see.
I mean, a coach that and see, this is, and you know what? I don't want to knock McCarthy. I mean, I don't want to knock him because I do think he's a good coach. And this is why I say, Aaron Rodgers is overrated. Because when I think of Aaron Rodgers or when I think of McCarthy, even though he's with the Cowboys, I just always, for whatever reason, just always thought of Aaron Rodgers, right? And Aaron Rodgers, when it comes to the regular season, just like McCarthy, they're good. The postseason, okay, you'll get a win here and there, whatever. And what happens? They just fall flat.
Yeah.
And it's always something. I mean, so, and look, to have Hall of Fame coaches, he's coached Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. And you only have one Super Bowl win?
With those two, yeah.
Now, and here's the thing I'm going to say. He's had some good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He has Favre, he has Rodgers, and he had Dak.
Yeah.
So you had 3 really good, and you have 1 Super Bowl. Now, do we blame that on coaching? Or do we blame it on the quarterbacks? It can't be.
It can't be both.
Which one is it?
Because I will say, there's been some times where I do think like, oh, Dak, why did you do that? Or Rodgers, why would you do that and stuff? But at the same time, you're the coach. You have to have some level of responsibility and be like, hey, I messed up on the play calling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should have done that. Now, if it was different play calling, maybe things would have changed. Maybe we'll have more Super Bowls. We never know. But as it stands right now, you got to hold accountability to when your team struggles in the postseason.
His team, especially with the Packers, they lost multiple playoff games at home when they were favored to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. In several playoff losses, McCarthy's teams led at halftime and scored single-digit points in the second half. And that's not talent failure. That's adjustment failures.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I see consistently with McCarthy. Now, I get he's a homegrown kid guy. Mm-hmm. He's from Pittsburgh. So, and Pittsburgh tend to like that stuff. And I get it. And he may go there and kill it, do what he needs to do. But I tell you this, I prefer this hire over what the Giants did.
Yeah, over John Harbaugh.
Most definitely. Yeah, and I don't think, now granted, they could be trying to lure Rodgers back.
Yeah, because they were basically side by side. I mean, Mike McCarthy basically made Rodgers MVP.
Yeah, because
his long tenure.
His success, the majority of his success, both of them came together.
Yeah, came in Green Bay.
Together. So, hey, look, man, I'm not going to knock it. I just want to see it. It's just perplexing to me that when I think of Pittsburgh, I'm always thinking of they're going for the young person that they want to keep for a long time. And this just doesn't seem like one to me. But hey, look, man, I'm with it. I'll take this one over John Harbaugh going to the Giants. Yeah. This one makes a little bit more sense to me than the other one. But hey, what am I to say? And whatever.
And maybe they will surprise us. We just have to see next year what they do. Yeah, because they're in the bad spot. Because if Rodgers leaves, you ain't gotta pick to get a good quarterback. And if Rodgers stays, well, now you're in a thing like that's probably your best chance if Rodgers stays. Is your best chance. You can't get a quarterback in the draft because you're around closer to the 20 or mid-20, like 25s. you need to bring Rodgers back or someone back. And hey, maybe he will shock us. Maybe they'll go on a run. We'll just have to see.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
All right, the last and final thing we're going to talk about is our cultural segment. And since last podcast we talked about Jordan LeBron, we're going to stick to Jordan. The question is, what is your favorite pair of Jordans? And not just between us. You two as well can comment down your favorite Jordans. Old heads, young heads, don't matter. You guys can comment down your favorite brand of Jordans. So, what is your favorite Jordan suit?
My favorite Jordans of all time would have to be the threes. The Jordan threes. All time. That's just, each one I would say 1 through 5 have a special place in my heart when it comes to Jordans. And I mean, I got a story for each one of them. I already told you the ones. The first pair I ever got. But the threes, there was something special about the threes, and it was that slam dunk contest that really did it for me. Because I think Jordan took basketball shoes. Okay, if you know the history of Jordan, the first basketball shoe that he had, the ones, the history of basketball shoes before then was white. Plain looking white.
Yeah.
Nike and Jordan came in, made them all red and black. There's a problem with that, you know. So, okay. Then the twos came, and man, those are my second favorite shoes, are the twos. I really, really love those. Only because it was the first shoe that didn't look like a shoe. I mean, the Jordan 2s, right there, they just look so different. They didn't look like a tennis shoe. And that appealed to me. I love it. But those threes, it was like they took a leap with the whole elephant skin or the concrete, however you want to look at them, around the tip and the heel part. And they had the window in it, the air pocket window went in it.
Yeah.
And then also it was the first one to have on the tongue the Jumpman.
Yes, Jumpman, iconic. One of the most iconic pictures or logos you can see.
Yes, and so that shoe changed the game, I think, for all of us. It was just like what the ones did. The threes took So the threes are by far my favorite, and it all really had to do with that slam dunk contest because he won that year.
Yeah.
And just the way they looked on his feet when he was in there dunking, and they slowed it down, and you can see how he contorted, his body with the ball, and then you just see those shoes. And not only that, that was the year of Mars Blackman commercials with Spike Lee. Money, it must be the shoes. It's gotta be the shoes. No, Mars, it's not the shoes. And again, it took us into the culture because at that time, Mars Blackman, Spike Lee had made a movie called She Gotta Have It. And it's kind of one of those old kind of novelty movies, like, that only a few people really like. If you was to actually watch that movie, you would like, what is this mess? It's crazy. But for us, that's one of a cultural movie that was kind of like, that put Spike Lee out there. And then that character he played was in these commercials. So yeah, the threes. Which one is yours?
Jordan ones.
The ones?
Yeah, especially the red and black ones. Yeah. But, I was exposed to them around late high school, like a junior and senior year. That was when, because the only shoes I had were the Air Force Ones. And, I'm being 100% real. I'm more of a simplistic kind of guy. I don't complex things. Well, when you introduced me, when you showed me a pair of red and blacks, I was like, yo, these look kind of good.
Yeah.
Got them? Yo, these are kind of good. Yeah. And just like, man, the Jordans, they changed within not only like the black culture and that type, everywhere you saw, it did not matter what you were or what race you were. In basketball, you see them today. And that all started because of Michael Jordan. Nike made a huge gamble because he came out as a rookie. He's like, hey, I want to make a shoe. And this was after his rookie performance and debut, too. And I know the NBA tried everything to ban it. I'm glad they got it back.
But that's what made it explode is that they tried to ban it because he made that commercial, him bouncing the ball. He was talking about it, and they showed that the NBA banned it, but they were still selling it, and it really exploded. And this is the one thing I will say. I appreciated the ones back when they came out. Then I kind of grew past them as Jordan kept going, and you kind of forgot about them. But I would say in the last 5 to 10 years, they made this hustle back.
Yeah.
And now, as you know, I have probably, when it comes to ones, I probably got 30 pairs of ones now.
Yeah.
And I wear ones to work every day. And I work in a place where you have to be dressed up.
Yeah.
I wear, slacks, a button up, a sweater, and I have a pair of Jordans to match. And I wear Jordans to work every day. I'm the only one at work that wear them because of the fact that it's part of my culture. It's part of who I am now and always have been. And those ones just look good when you like have that casual dress.
Yeah.
Especially you got some nice khaki pants on with a button up with a sweater over it, and you're going into work and you look at your feet and you got some clean ones on. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, but they changed the game. And I think there's even a statue of Jordan, and they have like blocks instead of shoes on his feet because they were trying to, it was symbolizing that the NFL banned it. And there was like a ton of commercials about people blocking the Jordan shoe, where they talk about Jordan's like, the NBA banned this, show a picture, but it's just a black screen. And you couldn't do that. And I just like the history behind it and just the impact it had on culture. It changed the game because, look, if they got banned, I don't think I would like the NBA more than I already
Yeah,
did.
and I think that because they finally got over it, basketball shoes changed after that.
Yeah.
Everybody started getting, deals with Nike. Before it was Nike, it was Converse, the Converse weapons.
Yeah.
And me personally, growing up, I was never really a hot top type of, and I could not stand the weapons. I just didn't like them. They were bulky, just did not like them.
Yeah.
I thought they just looked too plain for me. They reminded me of, you don't know this brand, but they were called Ponies. Ponies, you should look them up, man. Ponies was a basketball shoe.
Yeah.
And a big block, and they all looked the same. Only difference with the weapons were they were white, and Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, those were the two famous ones that wore.
Yeah.
And Larry's was always black, like white with black on it, and Magic, of course, his was yellow or gold and white with some purple in there. But Jordan, you're right. Jordan, when he came out, he changed the game. And that's why I said every year around the All-Star break, man, we were waiting. We tuned in. And when he didn't play, it was like, I shouldn't say didn't play. When he didn't do the slam dunk contest because he stopped, we had to wait the following day to when he played, and everybody's at the screen like trying to really get, because we didn't have HD TV back then. We still had those floor model bubble TV. We was like, man, you see them? They look all right. Or we like, man, what up? I don't know. Until you were able to see the commercial, and then you record it on VHS, and you actually able to pause it and kind of really study it. Or again, how we used to hang out at the malls. You hurry up and you go to the mall that weekend, and you go in the foot store and you just look at it like, I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you a shoe that he did, it had to grow on me. It had to literally grow on me. I told you I love the 3s.
Yeah.
I love the 2s. I love the 3s. The 4s had to grow on me. I looked at the 4s. I was like, what is this? It had, like I said, when I first saw it, it's like fishnet. It had those little bracket things on the side.
Yeah.
And it had that plop thing in the back, the little flat thing. I'm like, what is this? It looks so different from the 3s. Yeah. I'm like, I don't get it, man. And it took a long time. Now, I love them. I love the 4s. 4s are tight, man. Y'all, I can't tell you how many 4s I got, but I don't even wear them. Like it has to be a special occasion for me to put on some 4s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, but it's definitely the 3s that are the most classy out of all of them that I think.
Yeah. But just the history,
cultural
impact, and just that wave. Because Nike did right. Because now they got all these people signing. LeBron, everyone signing.
Did it right.
They did right.
And I'm gonna tell you what, Jordan got smart. Jordan got smart and became a businessman and went to Nike and said, hey, look, I want my own brand, to where then they started taking the word Nike off and just using the Jordan brand. And then once he retired, he got wise again. He was like, hey, look, I want my own. I want to control this brand and own it. Yeah. And he started signing people to his brand and stuff like that. So, you have the Luka in there now. You have all of these. And then he transcended from basketball to football, because now Dak's on the contract. We have Jalen Hurt on the contract with him. So, I mean, what's cleaner than seeing a football player with some J's on playing football?
With the Jordan cleats. Oh, my word.
They look clean, especially those 11s, man.
And you know what's funny? Every single time I play on Madden and I'm creating my own character, I always put the Jordan ones on them. No matter what, always.
Yeah, those ones and those 11s look clean. And I also like those 3s on them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't really see the 3s that well on the field or whatever, but you can definitely see them 1s and them 12s on those 11s. Really good. So, yeah, man. They clean.
Yeah.
I like them.
But tell us your favorite shoe and why you like that shoe. Is there any history behind it? Maybe your dad got it. Who knows?
Everybody has a story about their Jordans. So come on, y'all. Chime in. Let us know. I mean, this is a great debate. And not only just let us know, but let us know, especially for the young heads, who brought you to the Jordans? Is it your parents, your dad, cousin, brother, or whatever? Tell us that story. That'd be awesome. So,
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Well, that's the verdict. The film's been reviewed, and the excuses did not make the cut. The championship games told us everything we needed to know. Who could handle the weight, who folded under it, and who earned the right to keep playing. There were no asterisks left, no almost, no only ifs. Just two teams still standing. One last stage waiting. Everything from here on out is legacy. We'll see who's built to finish the story. Until then, make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Let's blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.